साधु साधु साधु। नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स। नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स। नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स। Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Buddhism is very beautiful. In Buddhism, when or what it is praised by Buddha, which should be praised, he did. And what should not be, Buddha criticized on it. And he did not do this partially. He directly said, monks who follow these rules are worthy to praise. Monks who does not follow these rules, they are not worthy. And hence this sutra is beautifully explained by the Blessed One. Let's see what the Blessed One is told. This sutra is from Numerical Discourses, Book of 3. Book of 3 in the 4th Chulavagga. Okay. This name is Mahācora Sutta. Okay, so this is the sutta the Blessed One explains. Okay, see. Tihi bhikkhave angihi samannagato mahācoro sandhimpi chindanti. What the Blessed One says, because a master thief, okay, it's a renounced one, who has a bigger name, like earlier there was small thieves like pickpockets and others. We are not talking about them. Who's doing a big robberies, who has a renounced name, we are talking something like them. So Mahācora, this master thief, with the 3 factors, break into house. Nillopampi harati, plunders wealth. Ekagarampi karoti, steals from isolated buildings. Paripanthehi tittati, and commits highway robberies. You see, every word is mentioned. So this great thief, what it does? Great means master thief. He steals from different houses, and especially they observes everywhere. Okay, who's there, who's at home, who's not. In this way, he steals. That we see on all over the world. Thieves are found everywhere. There is no something like, okay, the rules and regulations is very strict, so there won't be the thieves. There are. So the Buddha said, Katamehi tihi, and what 3 qualities or what 3 factors they possess. Okay. The first one, Buddha says, either bhikkhave mahācoro visama nissitocha hoti. Visama nissitocha, uneven ground. Okay. Then gahana nissitocha hoti. Gahana is a very thick cover. And balavanissitocha, and on the power. So 3 kinds of factors, not all 3, but the 3 kinds of factors this great or master thief possesses. First is visamanissito, means the uneven ground. Okay, and what way? The Buddha explained, Katancha bhikkhave mahācoro visamanissito hoti. And what is the way that this master thief has this uneven ground? So the Buddha explained, Ida bhikkhave mahācoro nadi viddugangva nissito hoti pabbata visamangva. This master thief, how it does? They dwells into the huge mountains and runs the river between that, So they hide themselves in that, right? In very, which no one can go, no one can find. So such a places in the mountains, they dwells in there. So whenever someone try to catch them, they immediately run to that place and they hide themselves, and they are unable to capture. So that is it. It was there in one time. Like there are huge mountains, and the path. If even still also there are a lot of places, even in Canada also, North America also, there are those places that someone goes there, and the new person will automatically get lost. Nothing can be found. He is unable. We are unable to find. But still, there are some people stays there, and what they do something wrong, like they are thieving and so many difficult things they do. So such a place is this person lives, and that is called, because the mountain areas are there, so he can hide himself, he can stay, whenever he has to go for another robbery, then he will come out from there, he will make a plan and he'll do. Once that happened, he run back, so unable to get caught. Such a person, evam ko bhikkhave mahachoro visamanistito hoti. Such a thief is called that this person relies on uneven ground. I mean, it's not easy to find such a dangerous place he dwells in. The second kind of thief the Buddha explained here. Katancha bhikkhave mahachoro gahana nissito hoti. Gahana nissito means very thick cover. So, how does master thief rely on thick ground, thick cover? The Buddha says, "Ida bhikkhave mahachoro tina gahanang va nissito hoti. Rukkha gahanang va rodhang va mahavanasandang va." This thief, what he does, he cover himself with a thick grass, thick trees, a blind spot, or a large forest grove. So there are a lot of thieves still dwells in some places like that. Like, it means the wilderness is that much thick. If even someone find, people automatically consider if he has went inside, he will not come alive. Such a grounds are there, such a forest are there, that much thick, no one can understand. But still, this person relies on that. Whenever he do robbery, whenever he does this thing, automatically he run back and he hide himself there. So no one can find him. That is the second kind. That second thing that possess this person, this master thief relies on this gahana nisthita. Such a person is called. He relies on thick cover. This is second. Third one, the Blessed One explains. Very simple sutta it is this. Katanja bhikkhave mahachoro balavanisito hoti. And how does the master thief relies on power or powerful? So the Buddha explained, Ida bhikkhave mahachoro rajanang va raja mahamattanang va nisito hoti. What he does? He relies on ruler, a king, or the ministers, or the great powerful persons. He relies on that. Today, majority of thieves we can find, this comes into this categories. Okay? What they think? It is says, Tasya evam hoti. So he thinks in that this way. Sachimang kochi kinchi vakkati. If someone accuse me of anything, ime me rajano va raja mahamattava pariyodhaya attang bhanisantiti. This ruler or these ministers will speak in behalf of me or defends me in that case. Today, in surrounding of us, we find these thieves. Whenever you accuse, and they will automatically, someone will speak. Someone will speak. No, this is the accusation. It is not true. It is not this. They give that, oh, I was with him. That is, It is means in today's politics, it depends on such a people also. Especially in our country, in India, it is there. In Sri Lanka also, we had this kind of thing and still have me. So the third kind of thieves relies on this great powerful people. Sachinam kochi kinchi aham त्यास राजानो वा राज महामत्ता वा पर्युधायात्थं बहन्ति. That time, and if someone catch me, and that's exactly what happens. Means this is thing that happen. Whenever such a thing happens, immediately they are there. Someone capture them. There is still these powerful people are there to defend. And knowing this thing, that I am protected by this king, I am protected by this wealthy person who can always bail me out, who can stand with me. With knowing this person, this master thief, what he does? He breaks house, he plunders wealth, rob others, steals from the isolated buildings, and commits highway robberies. So such a thing he does. Buddha says, such a person is called, such a thief is called Mahācoro Balavanissito Hoti. And that is how a master thief relies on the powerful. Okay, so these three factors are there. Three factors, it is there. Buddha usually explains this thing to teach us something. Buddha teaches something. And in this sutta, Buddha taught about the bhikkhus. The simile of this great thieves or master thieves, Buddha says, there are the bhikkhus also in the three qualities he possesses. Evameva ko bhikkhave, in the same way, bhikkhu, tihi angehi samannagato papa bhikkhu hatang upahatang attanang pariharati savajjocha hoti sanuvajjocha vinyunang bahuncha apunyang pasavati. What the Buddha says, when a bad bhikkhu had these three factors, they keep themselves broken and damaged. Khatang, upahatang. Then they deserve to be blamed and criticized by sensible people. Savajjocha savajjanu sanuvajjocha vinyunang. The people who knows what is good or bad, such people, they criticize this bhikkhu. Bahumcha apunyam pasavati. It is criticized by sensible people, and then he lot of demerit collects. Lot of demerit collects. So what are the three factors? Katamehi tihi. Ida bhikkave bhikkhu Papa bhikkhu visama nissitocha hoti gahana nissitocha balava nissitocha. As the master thief has these three qualities, in the same way, these bhikkhus also have these three qualities. First one is called visama nissito. Visama nissito means uneven ground. Let's see what the Buddha explains about the bhikkhus. Usually, in many suttas, the Blessed One has told that monks, offering to them is a very meritorious action. But in the same time, to keep the bhikkhus pure with the Dhamma, Buddha has delivered this kind of suttas also. Today, just because people doesn't know about what the Buddha taught about the bhikkhus, someone can mislead you. Someone can take advantage of your faith, the advantage of your offering. So knowing those things are very important. When you see the bhikkhu, does not develop blind faith on them. Be there with them, learn the Dhamma, observe them, develop the confidence, and then walk on the path of Dhamma. That thing we have to do. And this is why the Buddha explain these suttas to us. So in this sutta is helpful for both people. For a monk, we can learn it from, okay, I should not have these three things. I should not possess these three things. These three things should not be with us. And as for lady devotees, you should be understand, okay, this kind of monks also exist. So if we want to practice the path continuously, then what we have to do? We have to avoid these three kind of people. That thing is learned from Sutta. The first thing it says, Visamanistito, uneven ground. And what is it? Buddha says, Ida bhikkhave bhikkhu visamena kaya kammena samannagato hoti. When the bhikkhu is unethical conduct by way of body, visamena vachi kammena samannagato hoti. Unethical conduct by word, speech. Visamena manokammena samannagato hoti. Unethical conduct of mind. So, usually we teach people what? That we should practice this Dhamma in this way. We should develop the path in this way. If we teach these things, so it becomes our responsibility to follow that same thing. But we just explaining, okay, do this thing, do this thing, do these things, and we are not placing the precedent there, or we are not, doing same thing there. How it will be? So that is not good. But Bhikkhu is Buddha explain here, have these things. Explain about, okay, you should be doing this, and in the same time that he engages his body, speech, and mind to do the wrong things. There are a lot of beautiful precepts, like a 220, 225 precepts are there, more than that. And for the nuns also this precept. We are explaining, but unable to follow. Continuously developing anger toward others, hatred toward others with the mind. We have ill will. We have a greed. If such a thing is there, it will not be solving the purpose. It will not suitable for the monk to hold. And this thing is there. What the Buddha says, this bhikkhu have unethical conduct by body, speech, and mind. Such a person, Buddha says, relays on uneven ground. So he is wearing a robe. He's wearing as a bhikkhu, in a kind of way as a costume. Just all, that's all. From the core, he is not a monk. He is just using these things. But it's uneven ground. It is not easy to capture. So this is not be seen majority of time. But slowly, when the people get associated, what happened? They understand this bhikkhu's behavior or his bodily conduct is not what the Buddha explained. His speech is what Buddha not explained. His mind, that is also can be seen by others. When the monk have his own hidden agendas, it is visible from outside. Slowly, not immediately. From the immediately, monks looks very polite. They butter you up, everything is nicely explained, and they get the benefits. So such a bhikkhu who does not follow the precepts, or whose unethical conduct with body, speech, and mind is, that bhikkhu is similar to this great thief or the master thief who relies on uneven ground. So this bhikkhu is also similar to that. The second thing Buddha explained, Katancha bhikkave papa bhikkhu gahana nisito hoti. This is the second monk. It is a gahana nisito. Gahana nisito, it means with a thick cover. Something there to hide him. So thick cover. Either bhikkave papa bhikkhu, this the bad bhikkhu, evil monk. Michcha ditti ko hoti, has a wrong view. Antagahika ditthiya samannagato, he is attached to an extremist view. What happened when the bhikkhu has his own views? The Buddha explained this. But you hold something, okay, I don't believe on this. And if someone comes to you, they will ask what the Buddha told you. And what this bhikkhu will reply? How he feels. He will not let the Buddha's words because he is not accepted that yet. And that's why what will happen? This bhikkhu will teach us what the Buddha hasn't taught or what doubts he has. So others' faith may get distracted or destroyed. Others' view also can be changed. Others' view can change. Like any bhikkhu comes, wearing the costume, wearing the robe, wearing the Bhante's robe, and then he teaches, oh, the Buddha explained this, okay, to do all these things. It doesn't matter if you follow the path or not, you will automatically go to the heavenly world. And the person immediately thinks, oh, he's a Bhante. He must be the more wiser than me. And then I should follow him. And some of the time these bhikkhu's words are matching to us. Oh, I was also thinking the same thing. And such a thing when happens, this person's faith which were growing, it starts to finishes. That is also happened. Why? Because this bhikkhu is with the wrong view. Wrong view. Someone come and tells, there is no karma. Don't worry about it. Who has seen tomorrow? If the bhikkhu is explaining that, what does it mean? We will not believe on karma. If we don't believe on karma, listening Dhamma, practicing meditation will be no result of it. Such a thing, if some bhikkhu is doing that, what he is directly doing? He is robbing people from their faith. He is destroying their confidence. He is changing their ideology or mindset about the Buddha. He is asking them to just be mold into his own view. That's why the cults are found. Different sets of Buddhism has been found. Why? Because they were with the mithya-ditti, the holding of the wrong view was there. Isn't that what we see today? There is a one time, then there is a one simple thing is happened. One of the monasteries were there, and they were saying, our teacher, he's enlightened monk. Our teacher is enlightened monk. And they were holding this view also in the same time. He has attained the parinibbana. Parinibbana, it means passing away. He has left, he is enlightened, and he has passed away. But whoever give the great donations to the monastery, the great donations, our teacher comes once in a year to teach these particular people about how to get liberated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. What? That this person is already attended enlightenment and he has passed away also. But who offers them money or who offers them that these all things, practice generosity in their way, this teacher comes and gives them instruction about Dharma. Is it possible or not? Is it possible? This is example what I'm giving. Is it possible that any enlightened monk can come back and teach the Dhamma? It is not possible, because who is already attained the enlightenment, that person's existence comes to cease. How can he come back and teach the teaching to others? That is not possible. But the way they quoted it, how beautiful it is. That for 1 minute, we also think, okay, teacher is enlightened one. So let me do this. And the second condition is there. If whoever give the great donations, this teacher shows, favor to them and come every year, yearly visit, and he teach them the Dhamma. So if someone doesn't understand this, what they will do? They will try to give more and more. Isn't that? It is there. What does it mean? They have lied about their enlightenment. Then the Ilumfu is coming back or teacher is coming back. It cannot be possible because he is not enlightened then. If he is coming back, so he is not enlightened. If he is not coming, then we can consider his enlightened. But to gain something, so what they are doing? They are destroying the faith of these people. First, they are robbing them with their money. Second, they are robbing with their faith because the Buddha has explained enlightenment is such a place. Once the bhikkhu reach there, that person cease to exist. That person never come back. That person's attain the bliss of Nibbana. So no teaching after this. Neither today Sariputta Bhante will come. So I can make such a stories. Or yesterday Sariputta Bhante comes to me and told this thing to me. Okay, you are doing great thing. That will be totally lie. But the person doesn't understand that. So his confidence toward Buddha will break it. That is called stealing. And this bhikkhu, what it does? He is doing that. Gahanisito. So he holds the wrong view. What wrong view? That monk can exist after enlightenment also. There are certain, in Buddhism also, the Mahayana sector explains, if someone become enlightened, they can become unenlightened also. If someone become arahant, they can become a common person again. Such a thing is also there found. In Buddhism, that is never going to happen. Once you realize the Dhamma, then you are realized one. You cannot unrealize it. You cannot reverse it. But because of the wrong view, because of the attached to the extremist view, what happened? They are destroying the faith of Buddha's core teaching. And that is also, it is a behavior of Mahācora. That is a behavior of master thief. These people are visible here. And that's why we explain most of time. Go directly through the suttas, how the sutta explains. What the sutta mentions, those. What is my view? Or what is any book tells you about someone else, about Buddha's life? That is not important in the Dhamma. What is important? What the sutras has explained to us by Buddha. So the second monk, who is Gahana Nissito, relies on the thick cover. That bhikkhu has all kind of covering like Micchaditti and extreme view. Third one, Buddha says, Katancha bhikkhave papa bhikkhu balavanissito hoti. There is a third monk who possesses the third thing, which is balavanissito. Balavanissito means relies on powerful people. So this is either bhikkhave papa bhikkhu rajanang va raja mahamattanang va nissito hoti. The monk who relies on the king, ruler or chief ministers. Tassa evam hoti sachemang koji kinchi vakkati. Ime me rajano va raja mahamatta va pariyodhaya attang vanissaditi. When someone accuse me with something or anything, this ruler will defend me, or these ministers come and they will speak behalf of me. This kind of monks is also today we find. We see this kind of monks. It is there. That we should be very understanding of. What? They are protected by the monasteries, as the chief about. They are protected by government. All the wrongdoings is visible in this world, but no one can talk them. No one can talk them. We are in India also now. We have very recently the Buddhism is started, means after 1956, that we have embraced in a vast amount of people Buddhism, and now we are practicing. But still, in this short period of time, people have started. Monks has become such a powerful people, and because of it, so many people develops the wrong view of these things. Buddha explained, because of this protection, they get it from the king or the chief ministers or ruler or any powerful person. All of their wrongdoings are visible, but they are protected. No one can accuse them. No one can say them. No one can say them. And that becomes this. So the Buddha says, Evam bhikkhave papa bhikkhu balavanasito. And this is the way that this bad bhikkhu relies on the powerful person. Imeko bhikkhave tihi dhammehi samannagato bhikkhu papa bhikkhu khatang upahatang attanam pariharati. When a bad bhikkhu possesses these three qualities, they keep themselves broken and damaged. See, the first thing what they do, it harms themselves. Can this bhikkhu who has the wrong view or who has a wrong ethical conduct or who is hiding behind the powerful with the back supporters, can he develop the faith on Dhamma? He cannot. Can he practice the Dhamma? He cannot. So whoever comes too close to him, they also are unable to develop the faith. They were also unable to practice virtue. They will be unable to follow the Dhamma path. Why? Because the bhikkhu is not. So this papi bhikkhu cannot be the noble friend. Cannot be the noble friend. He is a bhikkhu, definitely. He is a monk. But he cannot become someone's noble friend. And this thing is also, we must understand. Not all the bhikkhus in that way is a noble friend. Why? Because they possess these three kinds of qualities. What? They are hide themselves, means they are dependent, unethical conduct. Then they are holding the wrong view regarding Buddhism. Like Devdatta had. Devdatta had, first thing is not, but second thing and third thing, he has that very strongly. Ajatasattu was there to support Devdatta. So whatever Devdatta said, people did not accept immediately. Devdatta had the wrong view also, that this sasana should be followed by, what is wrong, the Buddha says, it is not wrong. Such a thing he has to understand, mentioned. What happened? Whoever follows him, they did not attain any fruits of Dhamma. And they destroyed their confidence and they went to the hell to suffer just because of wrong karma. So Buddha says, this bhikkhu is broken, is damaged, and they are deserved to attanang pariharati, savajjo choti, sanuvajjo cha minyu. They deserve to be blamed and criticized by sensible people. It is there. They are blamable. Means usually we say, do not say the bad words toward bhikkhus. Here it is mentioned. If they are not worthy to praise, We are not bound to praise them. Just keep in mind, when we are blaming this bhikkhu, only to that bhikkhu, not the sangha, not all the monks. Never should that come. Not all the monks. Only these bhikkhus should be there. Then Buddha says, Bahuncha apunyang pasavati. This person collect lot of demerit. Demerit he is practicing in his life. So this is the sutta, Mahācora Sutta. Buddha explained. So what we should learn from here? Not all the monks are noble friends. If they are having these three kind of things, okay, unethical conduct if the bhikkhu is having, get separated from them, because as he is drowning, he will drag us with him. So the confidence, what the slightest confidence we are trying to develop, it may also get destroyed. So be very mindful that what is the bhikkhu or what kind of monk we are following. From the outside, he will look beautiful. He will look very nice, wearing the robe and all the things. But from inside, the three qualities. As you associate, slowly, your confidence is also, he will do a lot of wrong to our life. If he's holding the wrong view, he may be monk, but if he's holding the wrong view, this wrong view is easily transformable. Easily transformable. Why? Because when you attach with the Bhante, when they teach us, we feel more positive. So if he's teaching wrong, we will accept this wrong and we will make our own view. Then our confidence is also getting in. So whenever you listen to Dhamma, be mindful of that. Should I directly follow blindly? Or should I investigate in the suttas? And I will say, you should go to the suttas. See that what the Bhante has told, is it true or not? It is in sutras? Then yes, I can accept. Because in these 2,600 years, not a single sutta has been changed. The only words or grammatical mistakes may be there, but the sutta never changed. Why? Because the Buddhism spread, so wide continent. If the one person want to changes it, then it is impossible for that one person to travel all this country and change manually, to argue with all the monks who is holding. Earlier time in the 4th century, this sutras was written first time. From that moment, it has a multiple copies. If someone want to change, then he has to do in Sri Lanka, the multiple copies he has to change. Then he has to change multiple copies in Thailand, Burma. Is it possible? It is not. Today it is possible. You type something on the internet and everything can be changed, but not physical in that time. So the Buddhism is very preserved properly in the suttas. So we can accept the suttas as a teacher and the Buddha's words. Whenever the bhikkhu tells you something, find it from the suttas, because our Buddha explain us, after my passing away, my teaching and Vinaya, Dhamma and Vinaya will be teacher of us, will be teacher of yours. So this the sutras is teacher. So do not follow wrongly. Do not follow blindly. Learn the Dhamma, practice Dhamma, and develop your confidence toward Buddha. Develop your confidence toward Dhamma. Develop your confidence toward Sangha. And when you do that, this Dhamma will bring a lot of good fruits to your life. Okay? So the Buddha gave the simile of master thief. That's similar to that thief. The monks also possess these three qualities, these monks are criticizable. So we can do this. Okay? Remember this. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to identify of the monks, and may this sutta be helpful for all of us to avoid the evil bhikkhus. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to learn the proper teaching of Buddha, and attain the Four Noble Truths or realize the Four Noble Truths in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Maybe Bante can teach us what does it mean by sutta, because in another
Oh,
sect also they have sutta too, right, Bante? So when Bante
yes. Sutta is,
meant sutta, yes. Can
means
Bante
sutras are,
read?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
It is teach, means in the first council, in the Theravada Sutras, Theravada Sutra, there is a, so Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Sayukta Nikaya, and Numerical and Khuddaka Nikaya. These are five independent. So Sutta, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma, that is there. In the Theravada tradition, it is called the Theravada or it is called the Hinayana just because they were very clinged or very strongly hold these things. Not a single word be changed by Buddha. Not what the Buddha says, not a single word we will change. So in the same way, they keep their books in as it is. Not a single word they have changed. There is no, means only commentaries we see, but nothing that those are from the Theravada perspective, like what we are learning, what we are studying from this Sutta Central. They are practicing, they are teaching the sutras from the proper teaching of the Buddha. So you can use this sutta. Okay. Bhikkhu Bodhi has translated the true suttas. Bhikkhu Sujato is doing the same thing. In China also there is Agam, but those are also suttas. Those are also sutras is there, but those are mixed up. As you read first time, like I read those books also. You hold it, you take it, and immediately you will see they have changed in these words. I got the opportunity to read a couple of books from the Agama, the Chinese Sutra Pitaka. In here, the Buddha is explaining this, and they're mentioning this. These two things in a one sutta cannot match. But in the Sutta Pitaka, what we are reading now, you see the first sutta what the Buddha taught, and the last sutta about what the Buddha taught. There is always a connection. One time Buddha will say do this, and one time he will say not to do this. You will never find it. There is Buddha always mention Ekayano ayang bhikkhave maggo sattanang sutta. There is only one path which leads toward purification of person. And that path cannot be changed by just someone's imagination. And it's very beautiful. I got opportunity to read all the sutras, and hopefully, as we are learning, that is I do the one sutta one day. So hopefully, as long as we learn these suttas, we will do one sutta by one day, and we will develop our confidence toward them. Okay. Yes. Any questions regarding this
Yeah,
sutta you have?
Bante.
Yes, Manfred.
Namo Buddhaya, Bante.
Yes.
That was a lesson in bad Bantes, I guess.
Yes.
Firstly, how common is it?
It is very common.
It is,
It
and
is very common.
but
Do you know why the reason is? Shall I tell you the reason why it is common?
okay.
Because now we have, like earlier the monks, they become the bhikkhus, what they see in this world, that this is suffering. Today, we see more comfort. There is one sutta I am doing these days. I will do it. It is from the Majjhima Nikaya, Mahācora Sutta. Majjhima Nikaya is Mahācora. Buddha explained why this bhikkhu changes. So because of what the comfort he gets from the Labha Satkara. Second, I am a superior in virtue. I am superior in the meditation. Such a mindset comes to them, and then uh, it comes to their head, and all the things they loses. That is also seen there. We will learn that sutta. It is a little bit longer, but we will discuss that sutta also.
But Bante, more importantly,
Hmm.
I wonder. You said it's always the true Dhamma,
Hmm.
the true suttas that we orient ourselves by. However, in the West right now, you know, as Buddhism is growing in the West, you find institutionalized Buddhism. You find a lot of funny. There were Zen Buddhist groups, but not very good ones. So I wonder how much is really changing,
Okay.
especially in the West.
Tell me what is the more expensive or more qualitable? There is a one gold with a pure solid gold, 24 karat. Okay.
Yes.
Second is there is a silver mixed in the gold. Then there is an iron bar coated and covered with the gold. The small plate is covered with the gold. And one is just dip into the gold water and brought it out. Which will be the most expensive?
The 24 karat.
Which will be the most difficult to found?
The pure gold.
Yes, that is thing. But all are shiny.
Yes.
From outside, they all looks beautiful. Very sparkling. Isn't it?
Yes.
And you find cheap. Means you go to the downtown and you will find there are a lot of people there holding the beads or holding the golden chain. And they will say only $2, $5, something like this. It is also golden. You know?
Yeah.
See, pearls are very easy, but now we find the plastic pearls. Earlier, pearls were very expensive. Pearls, the people, women wear the beads. It was very expensive, but now it is very cheap.
Yeah.
So many things we see. We see only outside shining. Those spark, and it is very affordable to us. That is also very things. So the person who does not want the truth, does not want so much depth, who does not want to change their life, what they do? Okay, there I am finding the same thing. It is cheaper. It is convenient. Let me go to there. And that thing happened. Like Manfred has a wrong or bad habit. He is a continuous drinker. Okay? I am telling drinking is very harmful. Not the person should not consume alcohol. You will listen to me. Then you will go to the another person and he will say, it is okay you drink, but if you are aware of that, yes, I am not doing anything wrong, I am not hurting anyone, who will you listen next time? Who is accepting your habit of drinking, who is saying okay to do, but not become alcoholic. Okay, have the mindful, that much. It will be cope your idea. Why? Because he's supporting of your view, supporting of your bad habit. That is thing is happening in the Buddhism.
Well,
It
I'm not questioning the purity of Buddhism in certain sects or so, but simply that changes are happening, and there are books written about it now. I recently read an interesting book on institutionalized Buddhism in the West, and it was shocking,
Yes. The
especially
thing
in
is,
California.
if you find the origin of all the sects, all the origin of these sects, what happened when in the Buddhism was in pure form in India, in that time, there were certain people who wanted to change, and Buddha prohibited them to do these things. Okay? So how to mislead the people? So make up stories. That is the way to mislead. When the Buddhism went to the West, not East, not West, East, in this direction, like China, Tibet, what happened? They merged their religion into Buddhism.
Mhm.
If you mix something, that cannot be proper. That cannot lead to that course. That
Yes.
happens. Jain Buddhism is not only just practicing the Buddha's pure teaching. What they did, their previous practices, their ideas, their views, they brought into the Buddhism and connected these dots. Okay, so these are these, and now it's a new shiny things which is come from the India. They accepted it, but they mix it, and now they are teaching as a Jain Buddhism. That cannot be. It's a lot of wrong views are there. When we see from the outside, it looks how peaceful, how beautiful it is. I'm not going, it is not my intention to criticize them. I'm simply saying, when the Buddha says this is the thing which leads toward enlightenment, and enlightenment is come in this way. Enlightenment is explaining all the Buddhism in the same way, but the way to perceive is in different. That thing is changing our way of looking at the Dhamma. And it will, it is like a very small time of period. West will accept what they wanted. Whatever easier, whatever easy to transit, they will do. And in one day you will find the Christianity will be also in the Buddhism.
Mhm.
You will find that also, because Mahayana has this tendency. Wherever they goes, they merge their religion into this Buddhism.
Mhm.
And the same things will be there. It
Mhm.
will happen. Means it has happened already in couple of beliefs, but you will see in the future there may be more strong views on that also.
Thank you, Bhante.
Nothing we can do. We can, means, like for you, like for me, we have this precious time, precious life what we have. Let invest this life into knowing the truth what is there. Once we understand the truth, it becomes we should mold or bend our life according to Dharma, and purpose of this life we can fulfill. That thing is.
Bante, the other thing is it's not only the sutta, now it's even the method of meditation method. I have heard like
Don't go that direction, Linda. It is that much has polluted. If I'm practicing meditation, any trick help me, and I feel okay, this is good to teach others, and I will make it. And I see two of the three people are making that progress in there. Maybe they're taking wrong, because we are not seeing that this person becoming Sotapanor, but that is helping him to calm down. Then our formula works. How to propagate? Just add some beautiful name and let them others. I have seen lot of Bantes comes to me and told me in Thailand also there was one center. Which one is that? Sangakaya one. Okay, they say meditation on this way. There is a very sun kind of lightning globe is there outside. Then that comes to you and slowly it enters in your body, stays there. That is the thing when you start to understand the Dharma. They are teaching this thing to the bhikkhus. Where is this light? Is Buddha explained? The outside light will come to your life. Foolishness. No. So that's why words we can understand. Meditation, they have so much pollution. Very simple thing. Whatever the obstacles are there, everyone has entered. Like animistic, like why the Buddha prohibited to do the meditation on the particular deity, particular picture, or particular things? Why Buddha says? Because once you hold that picture, like any deities, if you think on deity, your mind will be connected with that deity, and it will stuck there. We cannot go beyond of it. There we cannot find anything. And that's why it will be stuck. If you find that globe, the golden globe or the lightning globe is in you, how can you go beyond? Because the globe is come outside, it is not impermanent. So there is a core teaching, there is impermanent, anitya, anatma, dukkha. It is not be seen such a way. So meditation has also changed. We cannot do. We can hope only slowly. That's why it is a Hinayana. The Buddha's this path, what we are learning, it is Hinayana because it is difficult to understand. It is very easy to understand, but hard for us to change our mind toward Dhamma in that way. So very few people follows the truth teaching. Very few people. And that's why it is a Hinayana. Mahayana, it is so many. All the crowd goes there. Okay, go. And it is easy for them to follow. But fortunately, today, the lot of bhikkhus, lot of Bantes are putting lot of effort in this true teaching to propagate. The Sutta Central, beautiful site. website, beautiful website. It has done the great amount of work. I love this site. So keep this site, always visit, read some of the suttas. Even I'm telling yesterday was a for you, I think so today. No moon day, new moon day. Yes, new moon. So a lot
Today.
of people ask what to do. Yes, I said, okay, read this from the Sutta Central, or read this sutta, read this sutta, read this sutta. And they have done a very good job. So read these things, and slowly, slowly, all the wrong views will be get away from us. Okay.
Mm.
See, for the who learn the suttas, for them, easy to understand what is wrong. But who has already embraced the wrong thing, letting them know what is correct, it is very difficult. So mithya ditti to change into the wiseness, very hard, very difficult. Okay. But fortunately, we have a lot of good karmas. Hence, we are here and we are discussing the teaching of Buddha. Okay. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Today, the entire session is about me. If I am a bad monk, then I will bring a lot of, I will rob you, So be careful about the bhikkhus, because with this costume, with this dress, if it becomes the costume, then it can harm everyone. And that should not be happen. So rely on the Buddha's teaching and his practices. That was the message of today. So today we gather a lot of good karma. Let's share this all the merit to all the deities by listening this sutta, by teaching this sutta and discussing upon these suttas. We have accumulated all the good karma. We share to all the heavenly beings. May all the heavenly beings rejoice in this merit, and they may realize the Dhamma in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with all the departed relatives. In this life or long life of samsara, whoever departed from us, we share this merit with them. By the power of this merit, they may have a good life in their next life. They may become fortunate to escape from this harsh journey of samsara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with our teacher, Lokaswami Mahansa, all the monks in the monastery, all the nuns in the monastery, all the monks in this country, in this world. We share this merit with all of them. They may have a good practice. They may avoid the wrong view, and they may practice well. They may develop the confidence. They may realize the Four Noble Truths in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with all of your family members, relatives, friends, work colleagues. We share this good merit with all of you by the power of this merit, by the power of Buddha and Sangha, deity's protection. You may all have happy life, healthy life, long life. All the fortune comes your way. You may have association of noble friend, and you may realize the Four Noble Truths in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.